Hello students and welcome to Analytics Powered Virtual Interactive Classes. Good afternoon to all my dear students. So, I hope all are well and good. So, are you ready for the today's class? Okay, so let's begin our today's class. In our last class, we have studied how this blue litmus paper and the red litmus paper shows different colors in different solutions, isn't it? So, and we have categorized these three solutions into three categories. Means the red litmus paper which have shown blue solutions in one category and the blue litmus paper which have turned red in different solutions in the second category, and the third category means the which doesn't show any color change in the blue litmus paper as well as in the red litmus paper, isn't it? So in the today's class we will study how to identify which solutions are acid and which solutions are base. Okay, so let's begin it. Okay, so here on the screen we can see that the boy and the girl is in the lab. Now the girl is saying, I wonder if this sparkling liquid is an acid or a base. Means she is thinking that this liquid is acid or base. She is asking a question to the boy that this sparkling liquid is acid or base. How we will know that some liquid which one is acid or which one is base? Okay. Now let's see. Now the red litmus paper. These are the what? These are litmus paper. This is the red litmus paper and this is the blue litmus paper. So now the red litmus paper stood up and said that don't just stand there. Dip me in and see if I turn blue. Means the red litmus paper is saying that now don't just stand and talk. Instead, dip me in the solution and see whether I change a color or not. Okay. Now the blue litmus paper stood up and this litmus paper is saying that pick me instead. I am much faster at sniffing out the cert test. Means this blue litmus paper is saying that instead of using the red litmus paper, pick me instead. I am much faster in identifying the cert test. Means this blue litmus is much faster to identify any liquid which one is sir in test or not. Okay. Now let's see what happened. Now the girl is saying that whether this litmus paper are talking to her. Wait, did they just talk to me? She is thinking whether this litmus paper just talked to her. Now she is thinking this really is a magical lab because those two persons were in the lab and they are discussing how to identify the solution, which one is acid and which one is base. And now these two litmus papers stood up and talked to her, and now she is thinking this is really a magical lab. Now here we can see the teacher came. Let's see. The teacher came and said, settle down you two, you may be magical here. But don't forget where you truly come from. The teacher is saying that you two settle down. You may see that this is a magical for you because you are thinking that litmus paper is just talking to you. You may think this lab is magical. But don't forget where you truly come from. Okay? Now what we can see? We can see a beautiful image here and it said that lichens are formed by the association of two living organisms, a fungus and an alga. So they grow on rocks and trees in regions that have abundant rainfall and clean air. Means this image is the lichen. So here it is said that lichen is formed by the combination of two living organisms. One is fungus, and the other one is alga. Means with the combination of these two living organisms, lichen is formed. And these lichens are grown on the rocks and trees in regions that have higher rainfall and where the clean air passes by. In such regions, lichens are formed. Understood? Means lichens are formed by the combination of two living organisms. One is alga and the other one is fungus. And these lichens are formed on the region where there is gradual rainfall and a clean air passes by. In such regions, we get lichens. And from these lichens, litmus paper is produced. We can make litmus paper from these lichens. The which one we have used for the testing the solutions? This litmus paper is produced from these lichens. Okay. Now let's see what happens. Now they are thinking, what is this sparkling liquid? Now see, the litmus papers stood up and said, see, even the teacher knows we are the real stars of the forest. Now these litmus papers are saying that even the teacher also know we are the real stars of forest because lichen is grown in the forest areas now. So these litmus paper are also thinking that they are the real stars. Now the girl is saying, let's see how this blue pepper react to the sting of a lemon. Now the girl is saying, let's see how this blue pepper reacts. If we dip this blue pepper in the lemon juice, how it reacts. So now they are testing this one, but we already have tested that if we dip the blue litmus paper in the lemon juice, it turned into which color? Very good. It turned into red color. Let's see here what happened. See, now here the girl dipped the blue litmus paper in the lemon juice. And this blue litmus paper suddenly turned into bright red, isn't it? Now the girl said that this group A is the acidic and this group B is the basic and this group C is the neutral, isn't it? Now before we this all the solutions into three categories. In the group A, we have kept those solutions which have turned the blue litmus paper into red color. Okay. And in the group B, we have put those solutions which have turned the red litmus paper into blue color. And in the third category, we have kept the solutions which doesn't show any color change in either of the litmus papers, isn't it? Now, she understood that thus group A substances are acidic. Means here we have seen which substances are there. Here we can see lemon, amla, tamarind, vinegar. So, such substances are acidic substance. Okay. Now here we can see some fruits are kept on the plate. And the boy took a lemon and he is taking the lemon, isn't it? Now he is saying, "Bah, that is incredibly sour. My whole face is puckering up." Means, after he took the lemon, he is saying it is very sour. And because of this sour, his face is just twisting. Okay, he took the lemon, it is very sour, and because of the taste of sour, his face is twisting. He said this one. Now, what this girl did? The girl dipped the red litmus paper in the washing powder solution and it have changed into blue color. Okay, Now the girl is saying, wow, look, the red paper turned bright blue the moment it touched the soapy water. Means it is saying that as the washing powder solution is almost feels slippery like the soap water solution. So when she dipped that red litmus paper in the washing powder solution, this red litmus paper had changed into blue color. Okay. See, this red litmus paper has changed into blue color. So now she's saying that this A is the acidic, this B is the basic, and this C is the neutral. Now, children, tell me which are the neutral substances? I already told you before which are the neutral substances. We have already discussed in our last class, isn't it? Now tell me. Very good. So, the neutral substances are the salt solution, sugar solution and the tap water. Because in such solutions, neither the red litmus paper have changed any color nor the blue litmus paper have changed any color, isn't it? So, let's see what we have next. Now, what the girl is saying that now the boy took put his hand in the baking soda solution and he is saying that it feels all slippery and slimy like invisible soap. Children, means when any soap with our hand feels slippery, isn't it? Similarly, when the boy touched that baking soda solution, his hand feels slippery and slimy, almost like an invisible soap. So that's what he is saying, that his hands feel slippery and slimy by touching this invisible soap. Okay. Now, now he was going to taste this baking soda solution because he have tasted that lemon is acid and it is having a sour taste. Now he knows that baking soda solution is a base. Now, but he doesn't know the taste. So he want to taste how the basic substance tastes like. So that's why he is going to drink that baking soda solution. But what the girl said, stop. You must not. Now you must never drink anything in the lab. So means you must never drink any chemicals, any liquid which are present in the lab. So children, when you will work in the lab, you should never drink or taste any liquids, any chemicals which are present in the lab because it's very injurious to your health and it's a very risk for your health. Okay. Now let's see what happened. Now we can see that girl is saying that slippery feeling is a classic sign that we have found a base. Means she is saying that as the soap also feels like slippery, even the baking soda solution also feels slippery. So she identified that the slippery feeling gave them a classic sign that these are the basic substance. Okay, means when he touched that baking soda solution, it feels slippery. Even the soap solution also feels slippery. So from this we can conclude that slippery feeling is a classic sign that these substances are basic substance. Okay. So now here what the boy is saying. I have learned many lessons. Sour means acid and slippery means base. Means he have tasted the lemon. So the lemon is having a sour in taste. So he concluded that sour means acidic substance. If any substances taste are having sour taste, that means these are acid substance. And if any substance, if we touch it, it feels slippery, these substances are considered as the basic substance. Okay, and even in the acidic substance, the blue litmus paper change into red litmus paper, and in the basic substance, the red litmus paper change into blue litmus paper. Okay. So like these characteristics, with these characteristics, we can conclude that the substance which are sudden taste and we change the blue litmus paper to red are acidic substance, and the substances which are slippery in touch and change the red litmus paper into blue are basic substance. Okay. Now she said that the group A is the acidic substance and group B is a basic substance and group C is the neutral substance. So in the acidic substance we have seen lemon, amla, vinegar, tamarind, and in the basic substance we have seen soap, washing powder, and another one is what? Baking soda, isn't it? And the group C substance we have seen the tap water, sugar solution, and the salt solution. Okay. Now let's see. Here are the neutral substances, because this is one in the one bowl. It is having the sugar, and this one is the salt, and this one is the water. So these three are the neutral substances: sugar, salt, and water. Okay. Now here comes the nature's magical indicators. Now what means, what is indicators? Indicators are the substance through which we can identify which substance is acid and which substance is base by changing their color. Means indicators change the color in the acidic substance and the basic substance, and through their color change we can identify that this substance is acid and this substance is base. Okay, and these are the nature's magical indicator. These three substances are the nature's magical indicator. Because the substance which we get from the nature are called nature's magical indicators. Means because turmeric we get, this one is what? This one is turmeric powder. This one is hibiscus. And this one is red cabbage. So these three substances are the nature's magical indicators, because these are the three substances we get from nature, and indicators are the substance through which we can identify which substance is acid, which substance is base by observing their color change. Okay. So let's see what happens now. So these are the things the girl was dreaming of while she was sleeping. So children, do you dream like these things while sleeping? Yes. So these are the things she was dreaming while she was sleeping, because in the last class we have observed that how the litmus paper changes its color in different solutions. But we could not identify which one was acid, which one was base, and which one was neutral. But and now here the girl was thinking how to identify. So still now what we have learned, this way we can identify that this substance are acidic substance, this substance are basic substance. Okay, by observing their taste, by observing their touch, and by observing their color change through litmus paper. Okay. So here's a note given that litmus is a natural substance obtained from lichens. It is available both as a solution and in the form of paper strips known as litmus paper. Means the litmus paper which we have used, this is a natural substance and it is obtained from lichens. From the plant lichen it is obtained, and we already know what is lichen. The lichen is formed by the combination of two living organisms. One is algae and the other one is fungus, and it is available both as solution in the form of paper strips known as litmus paper. This litmus is available both in the form of solution and also in the form of paper strips. Okay. Excuse me. So let's see what we have next. The substance that turn blue litmus paper to red are acidic in nature, while those turns red litmus paper to blue are basic in nature. We already know this one because we have tested several times in different solutions, isn't it? And it is given the last one. Litmus shows different colors in acidic and basic solutions. It is called an acid-base indicator. Acid-base indicator means what? Indicator we already know that with the help of indicator we can also identify which one is acid and which one is base. Okay. And now here with the help of litmus paper also we identified that this substance are acid substance, this substance are basic, because with the help of litmus paper the acidic substances turned into red color and the basic substances turn into blue color. So we could able to identify with the help of litmus paper the acidic and the basic substance. So that's why it is called the acid base indicator. That's why litmus is called an acid base indicator. That means first one is the litmus is obtained from plant lichens. From the lichens we get a litmus, and lichen is formed by the combination of two living organisms. One is algae and the another one is fungus. And it is available, litmus is available both in solution and also in the form of paper strip. Known as this paper strip is called the litmus paper. And the substance which turn the blue litmus paper to red are acidic substance, and the substance which turn red litmus paper to blue are the basic substance. And litmus paper also called an acid base indicator. Okay. Now it's your question time. Let's see what question we have. Turmeric powder is used as option A, metal. Option B, synthetic indicator. Option C, natural indicator. Option D, a base. And I will give you a 30-second of timer. You need to answer the correct option within the 30 seconds. Okay. So here your time starts. I can see many of you have answered the correct option. Others, please keep trying. I already taught you this one because we have seen the 4 images and I told you these are the things we get from nature. Now tell me. So here your time's up. I can see many of you have given the right option. So the right option is which one? The right option is option C. So very good. Many of you have given the correct option. So let me discuss the question. The turmeric powder is used as a metal. We have seen never nothing metal type word in this chapter. So this option is wrong. The synthetic indicator, till now we didn't come with the synthetic indicator and the natural indicator, because when I have given the name indicator, here the 3 images has appeared: turmeric powder, hibiscus and red cabbage. So we can understand that turmeric powder is a natural indicator, isn't it? Okay, let's see what we have. Again we have another question. So turmeric indicator is made from option 1, minerals, B, plant extract, C, animal product, D, chemical salt. So you have the 4 options and you need to answer the correct option. I hope all of you understood the question, and I will give you a 30-second of timer again. So your time starts. I can see many of you have given the right answer. Very good. Others, please keep answering. Try to recall the concept which I have explained to you. You have only 5 seconds left. So here your time's up. I can see many of you have given the right option. Very good. So the right option is option B. See, those who have given the option B, very good. You have given the right option. Let me discuss the question again. Turmeric indicator is made from minerals? No, not at all minerals, because it is a natural indicator. So natural means from the plant. In the nature we get plant, so turmeric indicator is obtained from plant extract. Okay, let's see what we have next. So here we can see chart vibes by a cozy rose garden. Means it is saying that they are having a chart in a beautiful rose garden. Now children, do you like chart? We already took when we go outside, we go in Mela and all, we take chart na. So do you all love it? Okay. So now they are enjoying their time with in the rosy garden having a chat. Okay. Let's see what happened. See, here squeezing a lemon on chart and leaving fresh juice dripping on fingertips. Means squeezing a lemon on the chart. If we squeeze, he's squeezing a lemon on the chart and on his fingertip, those lemon juices are left. Isn't it? Because if we squeeze a lemon and we can find that some lemon juice are left on the fingertip. Okay. And now what he did? Now with this finger, he touched the petal of a rose. And here it is given the acidic magic. The petal turns radiant red. Means as is on his fingertip, there was a lemon juice and he touched the rose petal with that finger and it turned radiant red. So it is saying that acidic magic. Why acidic magic? Because we know lemon juice is acidic in nature. That's why it's saying acidic magic, because the petal turns into radiant red. Okay. Now let's see what we have. Now the boy is washing his hand after having his food. So children, you should always wash your hand before and after having your food. Okay. Now what he is doing? He is touching the rose petal with his soapy hand. And it is said that basic shift. Soap water turns the petal green. Why basic shift? Because we know soap is a what? Acid or basic? Very good. Soap is a basic. So it says the basic shift, the soap water turns the petal green. As soon as he touched the petal with his soapy hand, this petal convert into green color. Isn't it so interesting? Now he is saying that nature's indicator, acidic red, basic green and neutral. Neutral means there is no color change. Because in this rose, see, this is the rose petal which turned into green color. When he touched this rose petal with the soapy hand, it turns into green color. That's why it is basic. Okay. And this rose petal, when he touched this rose petal with a lemon juice on his fingertip, it turned into red. That's why it's a acid. Okay. And this rose petal, it doesn't shows any color change when he touched this rose petal with just a normal water, because it doesn't show any color change. So that's why it's a neutral. So from this we can understand that this is a kind of nature's indicator. Means this red rose petal is a kind of nature's indicator which gives us indication about the acidic and basic substance. In the acid substance, it changes into red color, and in the basic substance, it changes into green color, isn't it? In the blue litmus paper, what we have observed, in the acidic substance, it has changed into red color. In the basic substance, it has changed into blue color. And with this rose petal, we can understand if we touch this rose petal with any acidic liquid, it will turn into red color. And if we touch this rose petal with any basic liquid, it will turn into green color. Okay. So, children, recall all the concept at your home. That's all for today's class. And if you feel any queries, any doubt, do feel free to ask me in your next class. And today, what concept we have studied, those indicators, those turmeric, and how we have identified which one is acid, which one is base. Means acid are the substance which are sour in taste, and basic are the substance which are we feel slippery in touch. And those litmus paper, where we get the litmus paper from the plant, which plant? Very good. From the plant lichen, we get the litmus paper. Now, how lichen is formed? Tell me, what are the name of the two living organisms? Very good. So, lichen is formed by the combination of the two living organisms. One is alga and the other one is fungus. So, children, study all those concepts at your home. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.